How you doing, folks? I guess you read the title of my video there. Just take a one arrow challenge for practice. And what I mean by that is taking one arrow, not multiple, just one arrow out and shoot multiple distances. If you're used to shooting multiple arrows, normally if you miss your first shot or say, oh, I've got another one to back it up, you end up, by doing that, you end up, having a false sense of security of be able to make every arrow count, because the design of one arrow practice that I've learned is that it improves my consistency and accuracy. I'm concentrating on that arrow at that distance, and I'm not having to shoot multiple arrows. If I don't hit my mark, then I've got nothing else to back me up, or I don't use another arrow to shoot so I can hit and make myself think, yeah, I'm good at that distance. I just started doing went back to it. I've done it in the past. I've harvested my biggest deer as far as weight wise is 160 pounds. I did that when I had a limited amount of time to practice. So I just took one arrow outside, and it was dark. I was working in construction, so I was working, basically when the time changed, I left the house when it's dark, and I came back when it was dark. So the only time I had to practice was out here underneath my street light outside, and that's in my yard, and shoot, at a target there where I can just see it, and it ended up, and I just took one arrow and shot all my distances within my hunting distance, 20, 22 yards and in right there, and I did that for a little bit, went hunting on Thanksgiving Day and shot my biggest deer to date as far as weight wise, not rack wise. He was a smaller 7-point, which he would have been an 8. He just broke off one of his points at the end, and from fighting during the rut, and it was one of the deer that I caught on game camera locked up with the bigger buck that's in the area. So I ended up shooting him, which he's only weighs, just like I said, 160 pounds, my biggest deer to date, by doing that practice. I do hunt. If you don't hunt, this will help you as far as 3D or competition type archery, indoor, because you're just going to get your mind concentrated on each arrow that you knock. The design of that one arrow practice is it's going to help improve on the shot at hand. So you're just going to concentrate, make sure you're doing everything consistently from when you shot well with the form that you have, and you're just going to be more cognizant of what you're doing and concentration down the range at your target. So, compared to multiple arrows, it ingrains in your mind that if you don't hit your mark the first time, well, I got another arrow, and that's what's going to get in your mind. If you decided, you're going to go hunting, you shot one arrow, missed, and the deer run off, hog or whatever, and nothing comes back, that's it. You don't have another opportunity, and it's very few times that I've had in the woods where I've got to shoot multiple deer, or an extra arrow at the same deer. Most of the time, if I missed or hit it, they either run off, never come back the rest of the day, or I end up tracking it and finding the deer off a kill shot. So you just can't really rely on an extra arrow all the time. And even in 3D, you get one shot per target, however many targets, whether it's 20 to 30 or even 40. But the way the design of that one arrow practice is, and I'm going to challenge you to for a month, is shooting one arrow at multiple distances, you're going to do a lot of walking. I do a lot of walking myself, so it's good to get your heart rate up, give you a little bit of exercise. But by doing that, you're going to improve your concentration, your consistency, and accuracy, because you're going to concentrate on that arrow at hand. You're going to tell your mind, this is the only arrow I'm shooting at this distance, and you're going to ingrain in your mind that that arrow's got to count. Every arrow that you shoot, that you knock, is going to count. And I've started doing that again this year. I've done it for the past good little while, and it'll actually keep you from breaking arrow nocks, stuff like that. If you want to try checking it after a month on your grouping, I would take a picture of your group that you're shooting now, and at the end of that month, shoot another group and see if it shrinks up. And and that's got a lot to do with how consistent you are with your form. And by shooting one arrow, it'll help with your form and help you to concentrate on what you're doing more than shooting multiple arrows. So I just challenge you for a month, try it for a month, and see if it does improve your shooting. Now, if you're already shooting good, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But shooting one arrow, is going to help you, it's not going to get to where you're not wearing yourself out, but you're going to start shooting more quality arrows than a whole lot of arrows downrange. So quality, I've got a video on that, quality versus quantity. I mean, if you shoot quality arrows, you're going to be a better shot on down the road. Is this going to help you overnight doing this practice? No. It's going to take a little bit of time. If you're used to shooting multiple arrows, you're going to find that your arrow's going to be all over the place until your mind gets down in. There ain't no other arrow. So now it's going to start getting you lined up and shooting toward hitting that mark every time that you shoot that single arrow. It's better to concentrate on a single arrow and take fewer shots and take better shots than it is shooting a whole lot of arrows with not keeping track of how you're shooting and how you're concentrating on your target. It doesn't matter whether you shoot instinctive. If you got a gap method, spring walking method, this thing will help with about anything. It doesn't really matter on the shooting style or aiming method that you choose to shoot. It's just it don't have nothing to do with that. I mean, every archer, no matter what the aiming method is accuracy. They want to hit what they're looking at or aiming, pointing at is the main goal. And I think this practice will help you with that, and it'll probably get you there a little bit faster than most other way to practice. So, and you can also take it when you pull your arrow, just throw your arrow wherever it lands in the yard and just shoot from there. I always shoot from where my point is. Normally that's going to be the furthest away, and I'll just pick it up, stand in that spot, shoot, go back and get it, do the same thing again. There's a different ways that you can do it to gain consistency in your form and shooting. So just try it for a month. I just give you a challenge with it, and see if it helps you. And just leave a comment at the end of the month, or or however way you practice. Just leave a comment. If you try it, leave a comment. Come back in a month, put a comment in the bottom there, at the bottom of the video, and we'll see if it helped you or it didn't. It's either going to help you or not. So it's just something I found that helps me to concentrate on the shot at hand. And by doing that, I have already harvested one deer this year so far. I should have had 4, but 4 does. I get 4 doe tags and 2 buck tags. But I got to messing around and looking and seeing what I had and what I wanted to take, instead of just, I had a good opportunity on a good sized doe, a few weeks back, and and didn't take it, or something happened, and sometimes opportunity slips by seeing what you got. But there's still plenty of time left. I'm not too worried about it, but by doing that practice, it has helped me a great deal, and I think it'll help you too if you just try it. Just try it for a month, leave a comment at the end of the month, and see where we're at. I hope y'all have a great day, and God bless.